Imagine you're a mammoth. Normal Tuesday, you're just eating grass, minding your business, doing mammoth stuff. And then, from 50 feet away, some weird, naked, 5 foot nothing primate just hurls a rock directly at your skull. You didn't even see it coming, because nothing had ever done that before. That's the moment humans broke the planet. Okay, let's back up, because if you just look at us on paper, we should not be winning anything. Boxy here, no claws, no armor, teeth that can barely handle a slightly stale cracker. Our skin tears open if we fall on gravel. We overheat, we freeze, we get anxious about emails. On pure hardware specs, we are comfortably bottom 5 in the animal kingdom. A house cat could genuinely ruin your day in a fight. So how does this end up conquering the whole planet? Not just surviving, conquering. Every continent, every climate. 14 billion chickens exist right now because we decided that was a good idea. That's the level of control we're talking about. And the answer is not just big brain. Big brain is the boring answer. The real answer is something so dumb, so physical, so weirdly specific, that when scientists first started connecting the dots, I imagine there was a long pause and then someone just went, "Really? That's it?" We learned how to throw things, accurately, better than anything else that has ever lived on this planet. And here's the part people don't know. Almost no animal can throw. Like, at all. A silverback gorilla is 6 times stronger than a human. 6 times. It could literally fold you in half while eating a banana and not notice. But hand it a baseball, and it throws like it's wearing an arm cast for the first time. Slow, wrong angle, hits the dirt 2 feet in front of it. Every time. Chimps, same deal. All that power, absolutely no idea what to do with it aerodynamically. So why can a completely average 12-year-old outthrow a 400-pound apex primate? Because humans made a trade, a weird, permanent, evolutionary trade. We took our stat points out of raw strength, just voluntarily got nerfed, and dumped everything into redesigning the shoulder. We evolved a rotating torso, a flexible waist, and a shoulder joint that works like a biological slingshot. You pull your arm back, your tendons actually store the energy, like winding up a spring, and then when you release, that energy fires from your feet, up through your legs, through your hips, across your whole body, and out through your fingertips. You are a trebuchet. You have always been a trebuchet. You just didn't know it. But here's the catch. A really good arm is useless if you can't aim. And accurate throwing is, I cannot stress this enough, a genuinely insane physics problem. Your brain has to calculate distance, weight, gravity, air resistance, wind, whether the target is moving, and exactly which millisecond to let go. 2 milliseconds too late, you miss completely. Not by a little, by a lot, entirely. 2 milliseconds, and your brain does all of that, automatically, without you asking it to. You just look at the target and your brain quietly runs a full physics simulation of a future that hasn't happened yet, predicts the arc, the landing, the whole thing, before the object even leaves your hand. You are running a biological aimbot. It came pre-installed. Yes, you still miss the laundry basket and hit the cat. But the fact that your brain can even attempt this in real time is extraordinary. No other animal's brain does this. This is a human exclusive feature, and think about what this actually meant. 2 million years ago, nature had one rule for millions of years. To kill something, you have to get close to it. A lion has to run up and physically bite the zebra. The zebra can kick the lion in the face. Every predator, no matter how terrifying, had to accept. Close combat is a coin toss. Every single time. Humans just looked at that rule and went, yeah, we're not doing that. Instead, stand 50 feet away, completely outside the danger zone, and just launch physics at your problems. Predator gets too close, you don't fight it. You form a circle, and you spam the throw button. Imagine being a saber-toothed tiger, apex predator, millions of years of evolution, biological killing machine. And suddenly, 50 rocks are just arriving at your face simultaneously from every direction. That was not in the training data. There's no instinct for that. We invented artillery with our arms before we invented the wheel. And from that point, we just never stopped. We got bored of rocks, so we tied sharp ones to sticks, spears. Then we invented a bendy stick with a string to throw smaller sticks for us. Bow and arrow, then catapults, then guns, then missiles. Then we threw a metal object so precisely it entered orbit around Mars and is still out there right now, orbiting Mars, because we threw it. The entire history of human civilization is one species just aggressively upgrading a single skill. Throwing stuff at stuff. And look, right now you're probably not feeling like an apex predator. You're watching YouTube, You're tired. You maybe just misjudged a step on the stairs. But inside your body is a system that took 1,000,000 years to build. That flexible shoulder, that rotating torso, that instinct to look at a target and just know where to send something without calculating, without thinking. That's not an accident. That's 1,000,000 generations of natural selection keeping the humans who could hit the target and quietly phasing out the ones who couldn't. You are the descendants of the ones who hit the target. So the next time you toss a piece of popcorn directly into your mouth from 3 feet away and it goes in, don't take that for granted. That's the skill that broke the food chain. That's the skill that built civilization. That's why you exist.